so this is going to be a much different video than usual. As most of you are probably aware by the time I'm uploading this, recently in Las Vegas there was an incident involving two different YouTubers, which ultimately culminated in one of the YouTubers and their wives being shot and killed. The suspect, as most of you have probably heard by now, was another YouTuber by the name of Sin City Manny. I know in most instances when stuff like this happens, I kind of refuse putting labels on people or saying that they're guilty of stuff. However, in this particular instance, I have zero qualms over saying this guy did it, and as we'll go over today, you'll find out why. This happened at 10:40 p.m. on Monday at the Las Vegas Boulevard, and yes, this is going to be very relevant information later on. So the real question on everyone's mind is, what the hell happened? What caused this family channel YouTuber to do this? And yes, by the way, Manny owned a family channel. This wasn't just some incel loser, it was a 41-year-old loser. So let's preface this by saying this isn't a new thing. Finny and Manny have been beefing with each other for well over a year now. On Finny's channel, there are multiple live streams in which he discusses Manny, from how he mistreated friends to how he was false copyright striking people who spoke his name. Essentially, Manny was a giant tool. Now, I can't actually see if Manny made any videos on his channel, as after this incident happened, YouTube deleted all of his channels from the site, so you can't even go back and find them. There is only one video on his channel that has been saved, but we'll go over that a bit later, and trust me, I think this video will truly show off how evil this guy was. Finny made a live stream on Manny pointing out how he was abusing the copyright system. During said live stream, he reacted to some clips of Manny. Some of them were just of him being an asshole, but some of the other clips had Manny saying a whole bunch of other shit on top of that. Manny, the actual crybaby that he is, threw a temper tantrum and decided to abuse the copyright system to stop people from saying mean things about him. Finny obviously fought these false strikes and the video was reinstated. He made a whole video about it on his channel, laughing at Manny and his childish actions, like anyone would do in a situation like this. Real quick, by the way, people are also saying this is a back and forth thing, with Finny not only copyright striking Manny, but even creating a whole YouTube channel to make fun of the guy. I tried searching for this. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any proof to back these claims up. Maybe while I'm editing this, I'll come across it, and if I am, you'll probably see it now. As of right now, I haven't found anything to really back this up. From what I've seen, it really just seems to be a one-sided copyright strike beef. And before I move forward, I really want to hammer in the fact that Manny really is a giant man-child. While doing research, I came across a clip from one of Manny's old live streams, in which he randomly starts beefing with an old Hispanic man and gets up in his face. This then escalates to the point that one of his buddies pushed this old man to the ground and knocked him unconscious. Keep in mind, this happened 2 years ago, before the Finny stuff was even happening. So yeah, this guy didn't just randomly become an asshole after he started beefing with the guy. He's always been this way. Him and Finny were basically beefing over the ability to stream in Las Vegas, as well as the copyright stuff. Finny not really caring if both of them were able to stream in Las Vegas, while Manny basically acted like he was the only one able to stream there. It's the equivalent of streaming in New York and getting pissed off when other people do the same. But the culmination of their beef was Manny finding where Finny and his wife were streaming, and he decided to show up with his wife. And then he pulled out a gun and shot and killed Finny and his wife. Since it was live, there is recorded footage of the incident happening. But obviously, I'm not going to show you that. That's disgusting. There's also footage that exists from Manny's wife while she was streaming too, so there's two different camera angles that exist. That's not relevant here, since obviously, I can't and I wouldn't show you footage of a man and his wife being shot in cold blood. But in terms of legality, it's very important, but we'll talk about that later. And let's entertain the thought that this was a two-sided thing and Finny and Manny were both copyright striking each other. There is nothing that this guy could have done to justify getting him and his wife shot and killed. Now, Manny didn't just shoot them while they were live, he did it in the middle of a crowded sidewalk on Las Vegas Boulevard, which could have potentially injured other people who are entirely unrelated to this beef. It also means that multiple people witnessed him do this in person, so legally, he's completely fucked. And I guess since we're starting to get into the legal stuff, now's probably the best time to present this, by the way. Manny's channels are gone. They're wiped off of YouTube. If you look them up, you won't find them. But one video was saved from them before they got removed. The video is titled Daytime in Las Vegas Boulevard, We Outside, and it was uploaded the day of the incident. While the title is unassuming, it's the contents that really matter. In this video, Manny basically admits that he is going to show up to the location he knows Finny is at later that night, and that he's dying to see him.
I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him.
He also specifically says that he knows that Finny is going to be at the Fuel Bar.
What are we doing, Fuel Bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there.
The Fuel Bar is a place in Las Vegas, and if you look at the info release the Las Vegas police put out, you can see that the incident happened around 3600 Las Vegas Boulevard. Compare that to the location of the Fuel Bar, as well as the background and the actual footage of the, and it's clear as crystal, that's the location. Manny stated on video he knew the location Finny and his wife would be at. He actually states multiple times in this video that he knows they'll be at the Fuel Bar and that he's going to show up. That's not going to be easy to defend in court. And now, I guess we really should dive into the legal stuff. After the murder happened, Manny initially ran away like the little bitch he is. The next day, though, he turned himself into the police department. Now, let me preface this by saying I'm not a lawyer. The most amount of law knowledge that I have is playing Phoenix Wright. But I don't need a law degree to tell you that this guy is completely fucked. He's on camera committing the crime. He stated on video he was going to the place the crime happened at. He's completely legally fucked. I don't have any doubt this guy will be charged as a murderer. It all just depends to what degree he's being charged with. First degree murder is killing someone with full intent. And like I said, I'm not a lawyer, I don't have a law degree, but I find it hard that that wouldn't be proven in court. And the thing that is most interesting about this, and the thing I see floating around all over Twitter, is that this happened in Nevada, which is one of the 21 states in the US that has the death penalty. Now, obviously, to get that sentence, you gotta do some fuck shit. Unfortunately, the thing that I'm going to have to drop is that it's very unlikely that Manny is going to get the death penalty. That's mostly because Nevada hasn't had a death penalty issued since 2006. Since the death penalty was imposed between 1976 to now, it's only happened 12 times. So it's only happened about 12 times in almost 50 years. So I don't know if it's going to be entirely likely that this guy's getting that. But that's a discussion for the legal channels. I don't know this shit. I can't comment on whatever sentence he'll be getting. What I can comment on, though, is that this guy is the most pathetic scumbag loser I have ever covered. I mean, I've covered a slew of completely worthless people on this channel, and this guy takes the cake as, like, crown douchebag. And I hope he gets the worst possible sentence he could get in this scenario. There are some people who, are scared to say it. They're scared to say that this guy is, like, a killer. I mean, I'll straight up say it. This guy killed those two in cold blood, like, live on stream. This guy's the murderer. Lock him up and throw away the key forever. The last thing I want to touch on is a certain creator's video about this whole situation. So, Mudahar uploaded a video about this, and it's dog shit. It's actually terrible. I mean, he starts the video off with a whole thing about how this blew his mind when he's talking about people being shot and killed. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Now, you may be wondering, but Muda, are the cops actually involved in this situation? Yes, the cops did actually get involved. In fact, very quickly.
Well, wait. You're telling me that two people were murdered in a publicly crowded street by being shot while live on camera, and the police are involved? You could have fooled me, man. I wouldn't have believed it unless you said so. With that, though, I'm going to end the video off. I took a while editing this because I wanted more details to come out before I really made any conclusions. I think it was a worthwhile investment. I feel like a lot of YouTubers jumped on this and just uploaded videos as soon as they could, but I feel like waiting on this was a lot better idea so that, the details became a lot more clear. Manny has already had a court hearing where he is being held without bond, so I hope things just get worse for him. This is usually the part of the video where I self-promote, but I'm going to be honest, that just kind of feels wrong here, so I think I'm just going to end it, I don't know, later.